Hey, how's it going? So, I recently did a LA Colors beauty haul. And I was at Family Dollar, which I rarely go to. It's in an area that um I don't usually go to the shopping center where this Family Dollar is, or if I do, I go to one store and I leave because I'm always in a hurry. And there's something about that Family Dollar with how it's laid out. It's kind of hard to with the way they do their carts, and it's kind of an ordeal. I'd gotten out of the habit of shopping there. Um, you can't take the cart out of the store, but I there's so much there that I want to buy a shop like a regular grocery store, but I can't. And then it's sort of like the parking is not as close to, so it's harder for like Patrick to park close. So then he's usually parked farther away, and then when he has to come and help me with the bags, it's like a big deal. Okay. So anyway, I happen to be there, and I happen to have a little more time. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. And so I got a lot of things. They had a lot of LA Colors there. My usual Dollar Tree has a mix of LA Ink, LA Colors, their own home line of. Now I'm starting to hear that this Le Mercerie, that's the Dollar Tree home line. Um, and and then LA Ink is in some CVS's, and I think LA Ink is also in Ulta. I'm not sure if LA Colors is in Ulta. It's always like it's in this place, but it's not there. And I think both of them are in Walmart's, but I'm not sure. It's just kind of like, I don't know. They seem very similar because they're both very discounted brands. I seem to like LA Colors better than LA Ink, but it's still a mixed bag of performance. Some of them are, I mean, usually they're, of course, at Dollar Tree they're usually $1.25. Okay. Then I heard that Dollar Tree's even going up to 150 for some things. And then there's some things in there that are like $3 and $5 and even $10 because they now have housewares, okay, which they didn't have before. Or if they did, everything in the whole store was $1. So they didn't have bigger things that you could buy more. Okay, so now some of the makeup at Dollar Tree is the same way, as well as Family Dollar has always been a mixed bag of prices. It just was discounted. So they had different things. So if you've seen my recent pants video that I did a live, and I did a short, and I did a straight to video because I'm trying to cover all the bases. I just recently filmed them tonight, but I'm spreading them out and spreading those out first, posting them all first, and then I'll be posting this video. But I'm actually filming it all on the same night. Okay, anyway. So, Family Dollar, even though it has dollar in the name, not everything in the whole store is 99 cents, nor is it $1.25 or even 150. Some things are very, very reasonable, very low, and some things go up. They even have clothes. That's where I got the pants, and they also have lots more housewares, and they also have a lot more groceries than Family Dollar, than Dollar Tree. So it's actually like I can get a lot at Family Dollar, but the problem is their carts are not very big, and like I said, you can't take the cart out and bring it back like you would a regular grocery store. So it's a little problematic. So anyway, keeping that in mind, I happened to be there getting a lot of things, and while I was there, I happened to see that they had a huge amount of things that I've been looking for with that brand. One of which is the foundation I use. Now, I have been alternating between Juvia's Place foundation and my LA Colors Truly Matte. But I realized, it wasn't until I was there that I realized the difference in the shade. I used to pick up some of these things also at Big Lots, which unfortunately it's closed. So, I didn't even realize the shade difference. And I don't even know what the shade is. Oh, okay, here we go. Medium beige, and this one is natural. So I thought I was matching, but I ended up getting something a little lighter, which is fine. Okay, because this is tends to, this is fine for the summer, but this is a little better for winter, fall and winter. Okay. So let's open her up and do a little bit of a swatch situation here. Oh, there we go. It's all the way down. Okay. I got my trusty scissors here. The thing I like about this also is it's a pump. I can pump it right onto my face, squirt it right onto my face, or plastic that sticks to everything. Pump it right onto my face, squirt it like, right directly on, or squirt it onto a makeup brush. Okay. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, here we go. I can hear it. I can feel it. Okay. So let's see. Oh, very nice. Pretty good match to my skin tone. Slightly lighter, but that's okay because I end up putting bronzing anyway. So yeah, that's it blended into my hand. So pretty good. I love the consistency of this foundation. It's nice. It's very nice, and it lasts forever. I can't even tell you when I bought this one. But it's excellent. And then sometimes I order them from Amazon. I think this may be one of the ones I got from Amazon after I tried it from Big Lots. So now I have a new one added to my repertoire, and just to show the difference. See there, you can almost see how it's almost a little more tan compared to this, but still very close. It's just a little warmer. It's just a little warmer. Problem is sometimes you've got to see what's there and you grab it. Okay. So what else? I got 2 different types of powders in 2 different shades. Because when do they ever have? Sometimes with these discount brands, they'll only have one light powder. And you just grab it. You don't even know. Okay. So this is apparently the pressed powder. And I got nude and I got light beige. Okay. You think they're pretty close, but then you see how much the deeper that one is. Okay. Well, sometimes I like to do a lighter in here and then a little darker in here. And then they had the mineral ones. So you can see the difference. Now, these, I was reading ingredients, these have talc, which is probably another reason why they were like in Family Dollar, because anything with talc is being discounted because they're trying to get rid of them. So, but it's still good to have. Sometimes my makeup bag and my purse will fall, and then whatever powder I have in there breaks, or I can always have it as a backup or have it at work. And everything has a little seal on it or tape or something. So let's try. I'm excited to try. Promise to try. Oh, there it is. It's from the side here. Okay. I have to get my tweezers. It's easier to get something small. Luckily, it's not too bad. I mean, sometimes these things can have the tightest seal. Okay. Tight seal. And like lip liner. Whoever designed the plastic on your basic retractable lip liner, oh my god. If you don't have tweezers, you'll never get that off. Especially if you have long nails. Like me, I have long nails. And even if I didn't, my own nails are so crummy, weak and crummy, that I would break 3 nails just of my own nails, bend them and break, even like when I was in high school and I was buying all kinds of expensive nail hardener to try to get my nails to look. Okay, so here we go. We have, it's a nice little beautiful puff. Okay, so it's almost like a pressed powder foundation. Let's try this side. Ah, so look at that. Okay. So we're going to do a test of the darker color. This is the darker of the two of the pressed powder on this side. It's very fine. I'm very impressed. It feels like a very upscale powder. It does not feel. I think these were like maybe $2.25 for a nice pressed powder. Now there's no mirror, you know. But look at that. Okay. And then let's try the other side with the one that's the talc one. Wait, look at the dark circles. I did not get a lot of good sleep last night. Finally getting the show. All right, this one. Oh, look at this. The puff was underneath. That's a little wonky. All right, this one comes in case, so you don't have to take it apart. Ooh, this one does have a mirror, so that's nice. Okay. Equally, but I do smell the talc. There's definitely a smell that goes with talc products. I really don't see much of a difference, do you? I have to go over here because I always get oily around my eyebrows. Overall, I don't see much of a difference. I'm actually quite impressed because usually the one that doesn't have talc is usually the ones that, now these aren't that thick, it's actually fairly flimsy, but the ones that don't have talc aren't as, don't hold up as well. So, but overall, I'm pretty, I gotta sculpt this out again. This is that, if it's too light, if it looks all one color, it looks too bulbous. There's a nice little mirror here. So this might be good to have in the purse. And this one, oh, now I know why they have it. Now I know why. They have it like this, and underneath so you can see the color. Because once it's inside, then all you see is the white. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, whoops. I like to always keep the plastic, so klutzy. Always keep this so that this does not touch the actual powder. It actually saves the powder from getting oily from the puff. Now, when these wear out, when this is all filled with color, both sides, then I toss it and I put a round. Those makeup round things, you know, that's what some tips. Some pro tips. Okay, so I'm, impressed. Okay, let me just open the others. What is it? Oh, this one. Oh, okay, that's the one I just had. Okay. I was going to say, boy, this one's open. Oh, someone already used it. Me! That's the used one. All right. It's hard when they're this close, right? But this one is the lighter one. This one is the lighter one. It's a little more unhinged, but this is more like, I'm filming this like to show me a little less like, oh, here's this, here's this, here's this. I'm actually doing this to be a little bit more real with you guys, because sometimes when I'm just showing, oh, here, I bought this, and then I bought this, and I bought this, I feel like those get kind of boring. And I want to show a little more my personality, because my personality is, I'm really a lot of fun, and I'm trying to, see, there's a little bit of unsettling here. A little, okay. Oh, and this one was actually inside. So how weird is that? And this one's thicker. Okay, that one's the other one. Okay, this one is that one. Okay, so let's see this one, just out of curiosity. Okay. I can tell it's a little lighter. Yeah, this one I would do under here. For the brightening. Yeah, I think I like this one. Okay, this one is more my everyday, and this is actually a little more bronzing. So, okay. These will be here, we'll keep here. And these two, I think this one's going to be, because this one is actually lighter than the other one. Now the problem will be is, how will I know? If I keep both of these, maybe one will be summer and one will be, you know, look at this one's even more light. Yeah, see, look at that. It's almost too light, but this can be used like up here. So sometimes if you buy something a little lighter, you can use it in different ways. Like that. Okay, kind of blending and opening. If you have a little too much, especially in here, I like to use powder here. It really helps with dark circles. So this, I have not done a video where I give tips like this in quite some time. Blend that out a little bit. Sometimes I can get it correct right here. Okay. We are in business. So there is a reason. There's a reason for the sun. There we go. Sometimes you keep things around for good reason. And this definitely is a good reason. Okay, so we're going to keep those separate. We're going to keep the two darks together and two lights together. All right. I got a lipstick. And then I got two lip glosses. All right, so let's get the plastic off of here. I could have done this ahead of time to save time, but I kind of wanted to show magnetic plastic. They can't get it off my finger. Okay, now, often I find that if I just do the light lipstick by itself, I almost look like I'm dead. So I often will line with a little deeper and then use a little deeper color around. This is a really pretty shade. This is also, you know, LA Colors. I cannot see this name of the shade, but you can tell, okay? It's almost like, now I was hoping it would be a little more fuchsia. It gives on a little sheer. It's pretty. I did have lip gloss on underneath. It's not as matte as I was hoping, but it's a pretty shade. So a lot of times I'll have this. I'll either put it on like this, a full mouth, and then go over it with, oops, that's the wrong one. Go over it with a lighter color. Just see this Wet n Wild. To add a little shimmer, like that. Okay, you can see it's a little bit of a shimmer. Or really light shade. This one was from Primark. Really like the Primark lipsticks. They're really excellent. You see? And layer it on top of the darker, and it usually helps the overall lipstick stay on longer, and it gives an ombre effect. You see, there's a darker around the outline, and it also, the whole thing, it gives a little bit, it does something for my lips. It's hard to explain. It helps them look fuller in a way, a different way than if I just overdrew them. It kind of adds some dimension, especially to the upper lip. And then, of course, if I add lip gloss on top, that'll also help. This is my usual lip combo, is a darker, a light, and then a gloss. See? And you have the dimension of the darker there, but it doesn't look like that heavy dark line that's like where it really looks almost like black, and then the lighter colors in the middle and there's no blend. It's just like a nice blend, okay? All right, so we've got that. So that color was really pretty. There's nothing on the end here. Something like okay, I'm gonna look it up. The phone cord is short. Let's get the eyeglasses here. Just so you know. Okay. Mad Love. Oh, the reason why I was looking at, there's a serial number, CML468. Mad Love is the color, okay? You like the glasses? Okay, so one of the many, I have so many different types of reading glasses. Okay. Mad Love is the shade. Okay, now, that goes in I have one drawer that is all random different brands of lipsticks. Then I have another brand of just the Avon lipsticks that I like, that I sell. And then, okay, we've got two holographic lip glosses. One is this Pinky Pearl, which I love, which is one of my favorite styles of holographic. And then this one has a little bit of that, but it's more like a glitter, okay? So we're going to do... I'm going to cut this open here. Don't you feel like you're performing surgery every time you try to get something out of a container or something like this? All right, this is a mix of glitter and the pearl. Okay. Oh, so gorgeous. You can see that. I love a holographic, especially if it has, this one has kind of a, you can see there's like a blue reflect. All right, let's do one side. That's a blue. Yeah, you can see that. Of course, I already had some other stuff on there. Oh, look at that. Okay. Very pretty. Okay. Then this one is the silver. I'm going to do the other side of my mouth with silver. Just let's see. Just blend that out a little bit better there. I go through phases where some days I'm wearing more softer makeup and other days I'm doing heavy makeup. I find when I do this, I actually look like I have false lashes on, so I just kind of like it. I did get some magnetic false lashes. They're coming, and I'll be playing with those. I'm talking about those soon. Okay, this one, let's see, it's true silver with a little bit of, it's more silver than anything else. Okay, there you go. Look at that reflect. It's almost like a palest silver, slight little hint of gold. Reflect. All right, let's do this side. Ah ha 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 ha. That's really pretty too. I have been searching for a certain type of lip gloss to emulate a certain lip gloss that I had in the 80s that actually was a Mary Kay lip gloss, which, surprise, surprise, was one of the most stunning lip glosses on me. Yeah, this looks great. Just kind of, but you can see the difference in the lighter than the blue. But they both are cute. Both are cute. Okay. And that one lip gloss, they've discontinued. Moen discontinued it. It was stunning. It was so stunning. Oh, it was one of my favorites. This reflex. I mean, look at this. I've got, okay, these are these two. Then I've got a gold. This one is one of my favorites. It's long been discontinued. It was by NYX. And I hang on to it just in case. The taste, the smell, the reflect, everything. One of my favorite lip glosses of all time, and I refuse to let it go. It only has a little bit left in there, and I only use it on very, very special occasions. Then I have this one. This one has, what was this one? This was a Rimmel. This one is, I have a lot of these nudes with the reflect. I have a lot of those. Let's see, I had these with the reflect that I got from some of these, one of the cheap, was it Lip Glow Oil? And it was just some random brand from a beauty supply place, one of those mom and pop beauty supplies. I like those a lot too, but I haven't been able to find them again. And this is another good one, Chromatics. This one also, the Sweet Shimmer. This was an Ulta exclusive for the holidays last year. Wonderful. Not been able to bring it back because it was just a holiday thing. These are other. I have so many that have, I don't even just do it, rarely ever do a clear lip gloss. The one I just recently got from the Snooki shop does not have a reflect on it, but it's really, really shiny. And it's stunning on top of like a plum or this type of shade, or even just a little bit on top of a nude. It's really, really pretty. So, yeah, and this is one that we had, big seller. And right now, they keep calling everything, everybody's into jumping on the lip oil bandwagon, but most lip oils are just oils without a reflect. So trends come and go, but if you like what you like, you'll find a way. So the reason why I saw these ones with the reflect, I saw the lip glosses first, and then I saw these other things, and I just had to have it because I was like, oh my god, look at all these powders. It's so rare to find. And I go through powders a lot. When I used to only wear the Studio Fix by MAC back in the 90s, early 2000s, I would buy a new powder pretty much every month. And I was wearing Avons that I loved, and I still have two, but I've already hit pan, and they will go soon. They will go soon. And once you hit pan, even if you're not using, if you're just using brushes, once you hit pan, the consistency of there's nothing like, and this one is still pretty good, but there's nothing like when it's fresh, new, the way it goes on. It's almost like nail polish. I don't know if anyone knows nail polish. You can have a great bottle of nail polish once it's first opened. Once you get halfway down, somehow it feels like it's too thick. Now, most nail people will take a little bit of nail polish thinner, not a lot, but just a couple of drops, and then shake it up. But that can stretch out the color too much and thin it out so it's not as pure. So, but at least you don't have that super thickness, and the bottle you can use up the rest of the bottle, but it's still the color, integrity of the color. The color is always best from when it's brand new to when it's half full. It's just that it's not like them doing it on purpose so that you will have to don't use it all the way up, and then you have to buy new even though you still have half left. It's actually the integrity of the nail polishes, and it's how nail polishes made. Now I don't know anything about gels, but most nail polishes, they're like that halfway, once you get halfway. But anyway, so I got the two powders, the lipstick, and the two lip glosses, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing with them. And yeah, just playing around. I like the way they feel. We'll have to see how it goes, because this part of my face, if you ever see it up close, my face is very rough right there because that's where my rosacea is. It's finally healing. One of the products that I got, and I'm now tossing it. It's going to be part of a fails video. Now, and I'll just briefly talk. Some LA Color stuff are in the fails section too. Some things are great. Some things are great. These powders are great. This lip gloss is great. We'll see how that lipstick performs when I just put it on by itself. But some of their products are really I really like it, and some of their products are kind of like fails. When you buy a new liner pencil and the whole pencil can't, the whole color part of the pencil falls out, not that great. You know, there's certain packaging inconsistencies that I find with the more affordable. You have some hiccups. You have some hiccups, and not every formula is great of every brand. Of not every particular product of every brand is great. That's why I might have you know foundation and powder of one brand, blush of another brand. Um, I do like their bronzer, LA Colors. Yeah, LA Colors matte bronzer. But I love Milani blushes. Milani blushes are superb. Um, you know, I've got lipstick of a million different brands. I've got, eyeshadows of a ton of different brands. But I'm picky about my mascara right now. I'm picky about the eyeliner, picky about the mascara, and the shadows because of my eye issues. And so yeah, so it gives me some leeway in terms of and also foundations too. I don't use just any foundation. I always use a matte because I can't do dewy because I'm so oily. That's why powders are so important because within 15 minutes you can already see. You can already see because my skin's so oily. Um, I usually powder every couple hours or so. Now at work I wear a mask, so I don't have to worry too much about it because people aren't seeing the lower part of my face. But I do sometimes even powder my forehead because I just don't like looking so shiny. Now I know a lot of people love the glass skin and the dewy and all that, but for me, I feel my best. I actually feel irritated. It almost gives me a headache when my skin feels greasy or oily. And doing makeup makes me feel oily and greasy like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more videos. I really appreciate the support and some of the fans and followers who have been with me since the beginning. Some of the people who have come along halfway, and my new fans and followers. I just welcome everybody. I really appreciate the support, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, see you next time. Thanks. Bye.